Hello, my friends. Welcome back to 15 Minutes of Slow English. My name is Alex, and I'm really happy you are here with me today. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. You don't need to rush. You don't need to understand every single word. Today, we are going to listen and feel English. In this episode, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use past simple and present perfect in a natural way. I won't teach you with difficult rules. Instead, I will share my life story. You will hear what I did in the past, and you will hear what I have done in my life until now. This is how English really works in real conversations. If you want to improve faster, you can shadow my voice. That means listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm. Try to copy my calm tone. There is no pressure. You are doing great just by being here. All right, let's begin. Let's start with my work life. I started working when I was quite young. My very first job was simple. I worked in a small coffee shop near my school. I was still a student at that time. I cleaned tables. I washed cups. I made simple drinks like coffee and tea. And sometimes I talked to customers. I worked there only for a few months, but that job taught me many things. I learned how to be polite, I learned how to listen, and I learned how to work with other people. After university, I wanted something different, something more serious. I sent many job applications. I went to several interviews. Some interviews went well, others did not. Finally, I found a job teaching English in a language center. I still remember my first day. I felt nervous. My hands were shaking a little. My first lesson was not good. I forgot part of my plan. The students looked confused, and I felt embarrassed. But I didn't quit. After a few weeks, I started to feel better. I became more confident. I started to enjoy teaching. Over the years, I worked in different schools. I moved to a bigger city. I met students from many countries. I taught children. I taught teenagers. I taught adults. I created lesson plans. I organized speaking clubs. I ran conversation classes on weekends. Teaching has changed my life. I have learned a lot from my students. They have shared their dreams with me. They have told me about their fears. Because of them, I have grown not only as a teacher, but also as a human being. Now let's talk about travel. Travel has played a big role in my life. My first trip abroad was when I was 19. I traveled with a friend. We took a night train. We stayed in a cheap hotel. We walked a lot. We got lost many times, but I loved it. That trip opened my mind. I realized how big and beautiful the world is. Later, I spent a few weeks in another country. I lived with a host family. They welcomed me like a son. They showed me their food, their traditions, their daily life. That experience changed the way I see people. A few years later, I traveled even farther. I visited places I had only seen in movies. I walked through quiet streets early in the morning. I watched sunsets in places I had never imagined. I tried new food. Some dishes were delicious. Some were strange. But I tried them anyway. Over the years, I have visited many countries. I have met kind strangers. I have made friends I still talk to today. Travel has taught me patience. Things don't always go as planned. I have missed trains. I have lost my way. But I have always learned something. There are still places I haven't seen, and that makes me excited. Okay, my friend, let's slow down for a moment. Did you notice something? When I talked about specific moments in the past, I used past simple. When I talked about life experience, I used present perfect. For example, I worked in a coffee shop. Clear past, finished. I have worked as a teacher for many years. Started in the past, still true now. You don't need to memorize rules, just listen. Feel the difference. Now let me talk about health. When I was younger, I didn't think much about my health. I ate fast food. I drank too many sweet drinks. I stayed up late. I felt tired most days, but I didn't change anything. One day, I decided to try something new. I started running. At first, it was very hard. I couldn't run for long. My legs hurt. My breathing was heavy, but I continued. After a few months, I felt stronger. I felt proud of myself. I also changed my food habits. I cooked more at home. I ate more vegetables. Since then, I have kept these habits. I have exercised regularly. I have tried different activities. I have also learned to take care of my mind. I have enjoyed quiet mornings. I have spent time without my phone. I have learned how important rest is. Of course, I haven't been perfect. I have missed workouts. I have eaten junk food sometimes. But I didn't give up. Small steps matter. Let's talk about hobbies. I discovered my love for music when I was a teenager. I practiced every evening. My fingers hurt. But I continued. Music gave me joy. Later in life, I stopped for a while. Life became busy. But recently, I have played music again. I have felt that same joy. I also discovered cooking. I learned simple recipes. I cooked for friends. I have tried painting. I have taken photos. I have read books. Some hobbies stayed, others didn't. But every hobby taught me something. Learning never stops. So, my friend, that was part of my story. I have made mistakes. I have learned lessons. I have changed. Now it's your turn. Think about your life. What did you do in the past? What have you done until now? Your story matters. When you can tell your story in English, the language becomes yours. Thank you for spending this calm moment with me. Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. See you next time. Bye for now.